Buenos días, buenas noches, and hola mi amigos. Gustavos muchachos, Santiago, of course, and Santana, and Maria, because, let's be honest, it does remind me of some sort of West Side Story. Like, Maria, Maria, she reminds me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem, living a life just like a movie star. But yeah, no, this is not a musical. I will not be typecasted because I will speak up after the musical high I was on, so that I don't get typecasted in some sort of loose foot agenda or hairspray and never throw baseball with my dead brother in the woods. That's just how I feel about that. And so it would appear that Spencer Cox is making reports of some sort of basic training exercise gone wrong. This is just in straight from the National Guard. The Guard. All the way at the top. There's the National Guard. Apparently, aberrations analyzed some sort of super soldier drop doctor deadly duty in one of the bathroom stalls. Further joint internal investigation exposed one of the fresh meats trying to be funny, and, well, let's just say Sergeant Payne didn't think so. And if you don't believe me, well, pay attention to his eyeballs and how far they pop out of his skull and recede out of his eye sockets. And it gets a little bit angry. And so the whole platoon got mounted with pterodactyl tactics that tarnish totalitarian teachings tactically and technically, of course, with methodological fine attunement. And of course, all the right allocation and respecing abilities, and when to know to blend elements and when to stay in your path. In the sanctuary we find ourselves in, or not said such, which is why we need all the warriors from the Herodric Cube to open it up and spill the beans. And the bacon, of course. Oh, and so much PT was administered because of this incident, and yet still no one would fess up to who dropped the Deuce McAllister and fumbled their colon. And that, well, that just won't do, America. That just won't do. Private eye will open up to the dirty dookie dungwad, or no one will be leaving basic training ever. Capiche? Capiche. Because Private Buttcocks will no longer shite in showers, and he will definitely report to Sonny and the gang if he ever wants to go to Philadelphia and have a beer with some McBoyles. Just saying. Because love and marriage, well, let's be honest. Love and marriage go together like a horse and a carriage. This I tell ya, brother, you can't have one without the other. Love and marriage go together like a horse and a carriage. This I tell ya, brother, you can't have one without the other. And yeah, if you don't believe me, you can go ask Bundy at your nearest shoe department. Bring promo code, there's a snake in our boots. And yes, someone did poison the water hole. Just go ask Sid when Woody broke the fourth wall and then the fifth wall. And if you didn't think that anyone broke the fifth wall, well, then you didn't realize that Woody was way more bad to the bone than Deadpool ever tried to be. 'Cause Deadpool couldn't break the fifth wall if Blake Lively was dead and couldn't be alive. But I won't speak such blasphemy on any of that. I'll continue onward in pursuit of happiness. And in other news, it would appear that Kimmel is still shutting up, which is good if he knows what's freaking good for him. Or at least that's what my side of the totally non-controlled algorithms paint on my magic brick with all these fun sparkly lights coming out of it. And you don't believe in miracles? I'm literally broadcasting to you through a green microphone numerical scientific Hogwarts Pokedex. And you don't believe in miracles. And some of you have children. How dare you? Clive Owen would be so ashamed in all of you. And all of the soldiers watching that beautiful baby being held up in such a tarnished world. Yeah, but if Kimmel does speak up any more about his silence, well, let's just say if he even makes a peep, I mean if he's even attached to a meme, I'll have Jay Leno round up a few of his boys and bring the posse all the way down to Pound Town. So yes, it would appear that Ash and the gang were on to much, much more than we thought they were all those years ago in the Indigo League. And yes, Pokemons might be much, much more than we even thought, and more than mere creature shells in a video game. They could potentially be some sort of new garden monster puppy wave. But regardless of what they are, one thing is for sure. Charizard and Ash, well, they're one hell of a team. When the dragon listens, of course. But let's be honest, Saphira is so wise and obedient that Braum doesn't even worry about what will happen to Aragon, because Aragon is a frickin' dragon rider. Not just a dragon catcher or a dragon trapper, because it's always important to keep in mind that a Gidway Ignacia cannot be fabricated or forced. It simply is. It simply does. It simply loves. And if you too want to know how you can become a dragon rider, here are the first 2 easy steps. Love God and love people. Who would have thought? And this is Private Sergeant Sain Suto. So you can all go kick rocks. Because you are all sinners. So you won't be throwing any more at this woman you call a whore. Now go repent and believe, or you will be cast out in love. Because God will not force you into his kingdom against your own will. And if you don't believe me, well, you can go ask Frank Turek, or Cliff, or any sane, logical thinking person at a high level that did not graduate from the gospel that can communicate to you the logic of what it means to deny. And deny, and deny, and deny, and deny, and deny. And deny. So in love, you will not be forced to where you just consistently choose not to go to. And the sin you continue to live in. And the idols you consistently seek to worship. So smash your idols. And maybe we're going to reverse this whole cordyceps thing. And put on whatever you have to put on to do what you must for the mission. I suggest the armor of God. And do not confuse Frank Turek with Turok, of course. However fun that Dino Dungeoneering Digital Dominion dominated all those years ago on the Nintendo 64. So put on your slings, my fellow Jurassic journalists, and slay all of your T-Rexes. Because Steven Spielberg said,